right? And I'm waving, and here's how I remember the two branches are the lacrimal nerve and nasociliary. I'm waving at the ladies, and the ladies are like, oh my gosh! And some of them are just so happy to see him, they start crying. That's how I remember lacrimal. Ladies are just crying because they're so happy, right? And when you cry, your nose runs. That's how I remember nasociliary, okay? That's how I remember V1, right? It's ophthalmic. I'm about to go in. Ophthalmic, all eyes are about to be on me. I enter that through the superior orbital fissure. Once I enter and I'm center stage, ophthalmic, eyes on me, waving to my ladies. They're like, oh, they're crying. Lacrimal, because they're crying, they're waving, they've got their handkerchief. Nasociliary nerve. Once he's done and he's paid his tribute, he goes back in. He goes through his arena through the foramen rotundum. Okay, I remember the foramen rotundum because a rotundum is half-shaped. Got it? So I'm going to the arena, to that foramen arena rotundum, right? And he's going to fight these gladiators on the side. All right, now they are in teams. So he's going to start from back to front. First, he's going to fight the PSAs, right? The PSA. Now, if you know, the PSAs are the molars. They innervate the molars. 3, 2, and part of 1, right? Now 1, right, his loyalty is not completely with his group, right? Because his loyalty is divided with the MSA, that mesial buccal cusp. So you want to make sure you keep an eye on that guy. So he goes in and he fights that side, okay? So he's got the MSA, all right? And that's how I remember these two. 3, 2, 1, all right? And then I finish fighting that group. Gotta get this guy, and then I fight the premolars, right? Premolars, 2 and 1. This middle superior alveolar nerve innervates the premolars. Once I'm done, I fight the ASAs, the front center of the gangs, ASAs. And those are your laterals and centrals. Okay. And once he's done, he's front center. He's got to go back and enter the center of the screen, the arena, right? That's Sandy. Now he goes in through the incisive foramen. Okay. Once he's incisive the foramen, imagine a field. Do you remember some gladiator fights that have those tigers and lions that come in from the floor? So here I imagine those tigers are named these nerves. So my first tiger is that naso tiger, right? Or lions, whatever's your preference. So he's wrestling with them, right? He's going, and then the next one is an older tiger, right? So he's fighting this greater palatine foramen, okay? Coming in from the greater palatine foramen, he's fighting the greater palatine nerve. Oh, he's getting tired, and then luckily the last two, right, is the lesser palatine nerves coming in from the lesser palatine foramen, okay? Now that he's done, he's gonna go and he's gotta still fight one more floor. Now, he's going to enter the inferior, this last foramen, right, through the foraminal valley. Now, the reason I made this into a trap door, if you remember, the inferior alveolar nerve